The stock market is a hallucination. The numbers in your bank account are just pixels agreed upon by servers that run on electricity. The grid has been dead for 48 hours. The truck stopped moving yesterday. Your neighbor Gary is currently in his backyard burying gold bars like a nervous squirrel with a plan. He doesn't realize he is just burying shiny rocks, rocks that he can't eat or shoot and can't burn to stay warm. You have roughly 24 hours left before the realization hits the masses that wealth has been redefined. No worries, we are going to survive this by ignoring the jewelry store, looting the cleaning aisle instead, and understanding the brutal economics of desperation. Phase 1, the biological engine. The myth is that salt is just for flavor. You think it's something your doctor told you to cut. The reality is that salt is the only rock humans eat. Your nervous system runs on a sodium-potassium pump. It is an electrical grid inside your body. If you are working hard in a collapse scenario, chopping wood running from looters digging latrines, you are sweating out electrolytes. Without sodium replacement, you enter hyponatremia. Your brain swells, your muscles seize, you die of water intoxication while drinking fresh water. In the old world, salt cost pennies. In the new world, a 50-pound bag is life support. It turns a dead deer into jerky for winter. It keeps you from dying of cramps in a firefight. Stack it deep, but your biological engine needs starter fluid. That is caffeine. Half the population is chemically dependent. When the supply chain breaks, headaches start in 24 hours. A survivor going through withdrawal is slow and irritable. They make bad decisions. A stupid survivor is dead. Instant coffee has an indefinite shelf life. It is a performance-enhancing drug that suppresses appetite. It keeps you awake on guard duty. In a world of exhausted zombies, coffee is king. Phase 2, the thermodynamics of death. Most people have a bushcraft fantasy. You watched a video on how to make a bow drill. You bought a ferro rod. That's cute. Try starting a friction fire in the rain with shivering hands while your body temp drops. You will fail and then you will freeze. Thermodynamics does not care about your skills. The trash-based fix is the Bic lighter. A standard disposable lighter is a miracle of engineering. It gives you 3,000 flames, instant heat, instant light, and instant sterilization. It saves 500 calories of effort. A 12-pack costs less than a sandwich today. In 6 months, one lighter buys a week of safety. Pair this with high-proof alcohol, not for drinking. We Need You Sharp vodka is for physics. It is a fuel, it is a disinfectant. It is a solvent for cleaning weapons. It burns clean in an alcohol stove. No black smoke telling the neighborhood where you are. Phase 3, the mobility myth. The amateur prepper buys a plate carrier and rifle. The expert buys socks. Military history proves feet kill. Trench foot kills soldiers faster than bullets. When feet stay wet, blood vessels constrict to save heat. The tissue dies, it rots, gangrene sets in. In a grid-down scenario, there are no cars. You are walking everywhere. There are no washing machines. Cotton kills because it holds moisture against the skin. You need wool, a dry pair of wool socks. It is the difference between mobility and being a cripple. If you can't walk, you can't scavenge. When blisters come, you need the Vietnam medic trick, super glue, specifically cyanoacrylate. If you slice your hand open, you aren't going to err. Super glue seals the wound instantly. It stops bleeding and keeps bacteria out. It hurts like hell, but it works. It is a suture kit in a tube. Phase 4, the invisible enemy. You think the danger is the guy with the gun. The real danger is the microscopic zoo in the water. Dysentery has killed more humans than all wars combined. Boiling water is energy expensive and creates smoke. The science-based fix is bleach plain sodium hypochlorite. 8 drops in a gallon kills the zoo quickly, but liquid bleach degrades into salt water eventually. The pro move is calcium hypochlorite, pool shock. It is a powder, it lasts forever. 1 bag purifies water for a village for a year. Combine this with feminine hygiene products. If you are a man, stop skipping this aisle. Tampons and pads are sterile absorbent surgical dressings. A maxi pad is a trauma bandage. A tampon fits perfectly into a puncture wound. Cotton is excellent tinder for fire starting. High utility density solves three problems at once. Phase 5, the garbage fortress. You cannot build a bunker out of nothing, but you can build a castle out of trash if you have the right binders. Item number 1 is the heavy-duty contractor bag, the thick black 3 mil plastic ones. In a collapse, trash doesn't exist, everything is a resource. Cut a hole in the top of a bag. It's a rain poncho that prevents hypothermia. Stuff it with leaves, it's a mattress. It keeps you off the freezing ground. Tape it over a broken window, it's insulation. Slice it open, it's a tarp for water collection. To hold your garbage kingdom together, you need zip ties. You are not going to be welding. You are not going to find screws. Zip ties are fast, strong, and silent. You can repair a fence or attach gear. Splint a broken bone against a branch, or use them as makeshift handcuffs for an intruder. And finally, the chemical multi-tool baking soda. You have no toothpaste. Baking soda, heartburn from eating questionable squirrel meat. Baking soda, you have a rash or a grease fire. Baking soda, it is the cheapest medical and cleaning supply on earth, and nobody thinks to grab it. Phase 6, psychological warfare. This is where we get mean. The item is cigarettes even if you don't smoke. Especially if you don't smoke in high-stress environments, nicotine is a powerful sedative. It calms the nerves. In prisons and war zones, cigarettes are currency. Here is the strategy: you stockpile cheap cartons now. When the collapse hits, you do not smoke them. You hold them. You find the guy who is shaking, the guy who is losing his mind, the guy who has a generator but no fuel. You offer him a pack. You are not just trading a commodity, you are trading a chemical release from horror. You are preying on the addiction of others to secure your own survival. It is dark, predatory, and incredibly effective. The person holding the vices controls the market. The principle: stop thinking about wealth as gold bars. The stock market is a collective delusion. It requires electricity to exist. Start thinking about utility density. How many problems does this item solve? How desperately will someone need it to stop pain? Gold solves 0 survival problems. A lighter creates fire. Salt preserves food. Glue closes wounds. That is real value. You are not trying to be the richest corpse. You are trying to be the guy with the store. Don't be the hero, be the supply chain.